Fire your team because it'll change your life. Did you know that often small business owners work 50 plus hours on their business per week, which often leads to burnout? This sounds like you. I understand what that's like being in the trenches of doing everything manually yourself, from admin work, coordination, managing people, training people, and you feel stuck in your current operations. If you're already working within your business and you're not actually behaving like a business owner, but you've created another job for yourself, rather than removing yourself and working on the business, you're actually working within the business. And the purpose of the business is to create a repeatable system that can bring you more customers more times, to have them spend more times with you. And at some point, so you can scale and remove yourself as the constraint as being the business operator. As I said, 50% of the time, business owners are working 50 hours plus, sometimes 60, 80-hour weeks. 36% of their time is spent on boring, repetitive tasks that yield little to no ROI, whereas you can outsource it to a sub agent for pennies on the dollar if you have your infrastructure set up right, versus paying virtual assistants or domestic labor to do the same sort of task. On one side, it can cost you $5 to $25 an hour to do a simple admin task, whereas on the other side, you can reduce your savings to 90 to 95% plus with an AI agent automation working for the systems you've designed for your business and exactly what you're looking to get done. Rather than spending time on training staff, getting them to do something a very specific way, you create a sub agent one time trained specifically for the task that you're looking for to get automated to remove any more trainings as being the bottleneck of hiring more people, training them, supervising them. When you have an intelligent system managing and continuously getting better on autopilot 24/7 with the exact systems that you have created for it to follow. Gone are the days where businesses are constrained and have the problematic error of hiring new talent and maintaining that talent. In business like restaurants, they have high attrition rates because no server is going to stay there for the end of their life. It's usually a passing phase where they come to your business and do something specific. So in businesses that have high attrition rates, imagine the cost to repeatedly train people, tell them your SOPs. In high attrition businesses, you can remove that problematic error with a sub agent that can easily automate and remove all these tasks. You can remove that problem, which is a massive expense. It could be eliminated with an agent you train and build a one time to work for you 24/7. You can reduce the need to have onboardings, constant new trainings, which can cost your business up to $40,000 per month or more working with new employees or team members, especially if they're not performing well. Whereas you have this agent you've built and trained for your SOPs and processes that actually get the job done and don't need to leave your business because they are software and intelligent AIs in the cloud performing tasks that you need to get done in a very specific manner. You may be asking, where specifically can I deploy these sub agents? How they exactly work? You don't have to get too complex or complicated in the beginning with your workflows. They are simple. I like to define sub agents as narrow agents which handle tasks in a very specific manner that you need to get done. So if you have a very specific workflow that has to do with admin, where say you look into your files or wherever you store important information, you send it out to clients, and then you follow up and work with the clients in a email box or even a CRM. You can automate this full entire workflow with a sub agent that you've outlined the SOPs and the steps to mark the job as complete that can instantly be done in a matter of minutes or even sometimes seconds, depending on how fast the workflow is, versus training someone, which can cost a lot of time and effort, making sure they're doing something exactly as you need it being extremely slow, whereas you can allocate the resources of all your team members into more high leverage activities. Whereas a simple activity like this can be worth $5 to $10 an hour, or even cheaper if you're hiring overseas. So you can easily delegate tasks like customer service, follow-ups, email outreaches, things that are repetitive and consistent in terms of what the inputs are to expect a very specific output. Those tasks can be automated with sub-agent narrow AIs to unlock new revenue potential, free up the time that your team is wasting on these low leverage tasks to be focusing on things that move the ball forward for your business. Some simple stats for you. 58% of marketing decision makers who automate their email campaigns see a 450% increase in qualified leads and near 15% boost in sales productivity. Another stat for sales automation is 67% report shortening sales cycles with AI-driven CRM systems, which can lead to 30% higher annual revenue growth. If you're spending a lot of time on automating invoices, that can save easily 15 hours weekly. And by having these various different document management systems using AI, you can easily reduce processing time by up to 30 to 50%. And rather than having humans in the loop working with all this various different kinds of data, you can have AIs taking care of data itself, leading to a 95% increase in data accuracy. Don't you see the difference here? On one hand, legacy business owners, they're still hiring labor, they're still working in their business, they're still doing things manually. They see the change and technology out there to dramatically change how their business operates. Whereas those who actually take the step forward and begin creating these AI systems, they begin implementing these various different automations, and they begin actually working with autonomous AI agents, they are seeing significant transformations in terms of the quality of their work, reduced time on tasks that can easily be automated with an agentic system, increased performance and sales revenues when you have intelligent systems managing admin or data or even anything with marketing and sales. Did you know that Facebook has roughly 52,000 data points on every single user? That's why their ads platform can be incredibly accurate to keep the advertisers coming back. Now, the same thing comes to you. Like, how does this apply to you? When you have more data to process from your systems to your automations to anything you have internally on the back end, you can make better key decisions when the AI is put there because humans, they can't process all this data at once. That's where an AI comes, these large language models. When you provide them the data they need to perform a task, they can make better decisions, whether it's to cut inefficiencies, whether it's to increase revenue and profits, or it's to buy back your time. If they simply have the context behind your business operation, they can dramatically unlock new opportunities that are keeping you constrained. I hope you see the vision here, what it's like working with agents and what these automations can actually do to transform your business. I hope this video has shed some light in terms of how agents can actually transform your business and what your life looks like on a day-to-day basis. If you'd like to get a free AI audit to see where you could buy back your time, how much you're losing in expenses, and how you can potentially unlock new revenue potential, then click the link in my bio. There is a free AI estimator right there. You can visit on my website and you'll have an instant report. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.